Good morning. It's a beautiful February Saturday. We're doing a hike that we did last year, about a month later. We did a hike last year. You can see my previous video. This is called the Bair Canyon to Francis Peak Trail. And so, yeah, it's the second week of February, and look how much snow there is still in the valley of Utah, you know. And this water tower marks the trailhead for the hike. Good to see that it's vandalized. Like always, everywhere you go, it's always vandalized. You know, I mean, anything and everything is vandalized, which is very unfortunate. Anyways, got Sarah, got Clark with us, and last year it was a super tough hike, especially as we got 3/4 up deep into the snow, because we were post-holing super bad, and it was just so exhausting. It took us like 9 hours. So, but we'll see if this is a little better. Anyways, let's start hiking this. Yeah, so this time we have an earlier start than last time, almost like a 2-hour start difference. And this time we're bringing Clark, because last year in January we talked about getting a dog, and then put some money down, you know, through the breeder for our border collie. And Clark is what, almost 9 months old?
Yeah.
Coming up on 9 months. And he can handle 7-mile round trip hikes. All of this is probably about 5 miles. But the problem is you gain about 4,000 feet to where we're going. And it's in the snow too. So to Clark, he's gonna be one tired puppy after all this. But he loves this, he loves snow. Absolutely just loves it. Loves adventure. Anyways, if you like my videos and you want something else, you know, to follow and pique your interests, you can follow my younger brother. His name's Jeff, and he has a website called thetrekplanner.com, and that's all just one word, thetrekplanner.com. He also has a YouTube video, and his YouTube channel, I mean, his YouTube channel has just exploded with growth in the last like 2 months. Maybe like 2 months ago, he had about 700 subscribers, and I have about 500 now, which is awesome. But his most recent count, I think as of like 2 days ago, was like 25,000. And so, but what he's been doing is doing some really cool YouTube shorts, you know, that are about a minute long. And he talks about, like, during the 2020 pandemic, I spent a lot of time, you know, looking on Google Earth at just random things. Let's go take a look at this weird object that I found. And it just shows him using a drone or hiking, and it gets your interest going. And I think that's kind of what exploded up his channel and his growth. A lot of his videos have 500,000 views and more, which is super cool. So if you want to check out my younger brother's stuff, go to his YouTube channel and support him too. So, but I'm different. Mine's just adventures about just Sarah and Clark, myself, and doing some canyoneering, some hiking, just other odd adventures that we can do, you know, but while being a diabetic, you know, trying to live our lives and my life, try to inspire other diabetics just to keep on being active. Let's go across, Clark. right to the first big campground. About 30 minutes into the hike. It's getting warm. Sarah took off her jacket there, and if you notice, Sarah and I have the exact same, I guess, mid layer. And this material is called Alpha Direct, and it's the lightest to warmest ratio out on the market right now. It's incredibly warm. Obviously there's some holes inside of it to allow the breathability. That's all I'm wearing though, is the t-shirt, you know, and then this Alpha Direct and my shell. And what's great about the Alpha Direct is it allows me to breathe without getting too sweaty, like hardly any sweat. You know, my t-shirts when I get done aren't soaking wet like at all. They're basically bone dry by the time, you know, we get done. So anyways, yeah, I love this material. I actually use it a lot at home. You know, the office is in the basement, and it's a finished basement, carpet and stuff, but it's still cold in the wintertime. So I just use this. And I stay pretty warm just wearing that. So anyways, big shout out to the company who makes it. I think it's called Farpoint Outdoors, something like that. It's an Oregon company, but yeah, fantastic. You're legless, Clark. Walk on top of the snow. Clark, come on. You saw a snowball going down. You wanted to chase it.
You can do it, Clark.
You're gonna wear yourself out doing that all the time. Good boy, huh? Yeah, look at these big snow drifts in the trees. It's like 6 inches of snow just laying there. And this is the second week of February. Downhill for a second. Yeah, beautiful hike though. Alright, second crossing's coming up right up here. And that took us 45 minutes. At least on the south side. Hi, Clark. I know you love all that powder, huh? Alright, we made it. The second crossing. This is as far as Clark has been in the summertime.
Yeah, he loves this.
Yeah, he loves this little spot. He loves to splash around. Drink some water, Clark. Drink some water. Yeah, springtime, this is going to be roaring. Like almost impossible to cross without getting your feet wet. Probably until like May. Come on, Clark, come on. Go that way. It will only get deeper as we go higher up. Yeah, look at all that snow that still has to melt for the springtime. And look how deep that is. That's crazy. That's probably like 4 feet deep right there from the log up. Like that's 4 feet. Just right here. Now it's not compressed, you know, if we step on it, it'll compress down to like a foot, but still impressive to have 4 feet of snow just right here. Clark, you're stuck. You're gonna fall in. Clark, go through it. Tunnel. Tunnel, Clark, tunnel. Nice. All right, made it to the mountain crossing. It's the last creek, Clark. Good jump, Clark. All right, time for a little water break. But as we were sitting there, two guys came down with snowshoes, and they're saying they turned around before the last, like where Heart Attack Hill is, which is about 30 minutes from the end, and they turned around because the snow is like 7 feet deep. They were saying, you know, so I'm like, yeah, if you don't have snowshoes, you're just gonna be, you know, post holing through. Wish we could have predicted. So, but yeah, sounds like we can't make it to the top. We'll go as far, record as much as we can. So yeah. Already doing some post holing up to my knee. Right there, that's 2 feet. And if it keeps doing that for too much longer, I can't handle that, especially not with snowshoes. So we'll see how much longer we can go. Yeah, without snowshoes, I'm going in 2 feet deep. I don't want to keep doing that all the way up. But good exercise, but yeah. I need snowshoes. Yeah, stuff like this, need to bring snowshoes, which we don't have, so I need to look into buying some. But look where we are in relation to everything else. We're as tall as Prairie Peak, which is that peak on Antelope Island, the highest point. So we're above that. And then Francis Peak, those radar towers up there, is about 9,000 feet. So we still got about 2,300 feet to go. So the snow is going to be deeper, of course. And it would have been cool to see that. I know that's deep, Clark, huh? No, you lighter people would just float on top of the snow. But when you take a step and half your weight is on each foot, you're gonna compress it and fall in. So anyways, long story short, we're gonna turn around here before it just saps our energy completely. So we still got plenty of daylight, and it's only 11:40. So that was 2 hours just up here, post holes. Deep snow. It's alright, Clark. It's okay. Whoa. You okay?
Yeah.
At least your arms weren't packed inside. Good slide. Clark was like, that was fun. Good hi-ya kick.
Hi-ya.
Alright, that's the third crossing. Head towards the second crossing. Coming back down to the second crossing. Just a little bit. Yeah, I remember camping here once. In the morning, we go hike up there through the pine trees. Just, just exploring. No destination in mind, it's just going forward adventure. That's what I think kids need more of these days. Just a sense of exploration. And I think girls too are part of that. But I think that's more innate with boys. Just, let's go up that way. Look at those icicles. Let's go up there,
Yeah.
Let's go to that cave right there. Not really a cave, but you're just thinking, let's go to that cave. Let's go, just whatever. Just go explore. And I think all the social media stuff and instant gratification and iPads and the availability of movies and stuff just creates just a society that's always online, always indoors. I mean, I guess it's kind of ironic, I'm recording this for online, but at the same time though, we also get out. We're actually doing this stuff, right? It's just kind of fun to record these adventures, and late at night we'll be going through some of our videos that we posted back, and it's like, oh yeah, that was a fun hike. Oh yeah, that was super fun with the kids. Kind of relive it. But you guys need to find your adventure, find your purpose, create your own branding. You don't have to record stuff by any means. That's just what I do.
I'm kind of mad at you guys.
It hasn't snowed for a while, but look at that. Well, probably like a week and a half. But that's just pure powder still, where he's in. There's crazy Clark playing in the winter water. Those wet paws. Brr. Just a little ride. Watch out, Clark, watch out, watch out! Watch out, Clark, watch out, watch out! Oh, scary, huh, Clark?
I wasn't intimidated by that thing.
Yeah, Clark didn't bark at that guy who just passed us. But yeah, I think when Clark barks is when he gets jumped or spooked by someone who turns a corner. Kind of naturally how anyone would. It's kind of like why animals out in the wild, they say not to spook them, make yourself known to them. Because you think of like a little moose or something, or some elk, or a bear even. If you just surprise them, or even like bison, those bison attacks on Antelope Island have happened because people kind of surprised them. And I think that's the wild animal instinct is, something surprises you, you're like, ah! You jump, you bark, you're like, am I gonna die, right? Am I gonna get eaten? And so that's why those animals, especially moose, will like start chasing after you and run after you and try to attack you. But like the bison that we saw, we saw them from a distance, they saw us, and they just kind of ignored us. But the runner, that's your brother and fiance at the time. We're hiking around that runner.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
We're on Ferry Peak on Antelope Island.
and from a distance saw a man get trampled by a buffalo.
Other hikers called for help, but couldn't immediately reach Kyler.
He's a distance off. He's right next to the buffalo. We don't want to get very close.
Down the
You know, spooked the bison, and he got gored. Thankfully, he's still alive and is okay, but I think because he was just running by himself, turned the corner, boom! Scared him, and bison got worried and attacked him. Now this is nice right now. Got the sun coming through. Feels pretty nice. It's probably, what was the high for today?
I think 39.
39, so above freezing. But we're both wearing our Alpha Directs. It feels great. We're almost back to our car. It's been 3 hours and 5 minutes. Let's see. It says about 5 miles round trip. That feels about right.
Yeah, I have 4, but I started late.
Yeah.
So.
And we climbed up about 1,800 feet. And we still had another 2,300 feet to go in elevation. And probably another 1.5 miles. But just that post-holing was just so deep. And that's not fun. We need snowshoes. That's what we need. Anyways, I'll end the video here. So, sayonara from Fruit Heights, Utah, from Bear Canyon with Sarah and Clark.